Educational video for the Hand side lineage. Hi, my name is Richard Dwayne Hand Jr. I'm an avid genealogist, and I have lived in Burlington, Iowa pretty much my whole life. And as I was digging into the Hand genealogy, pretty much all the Hands in Burlington are related. It goes back to Jacob Foster Winfield Joffat Hand, my third great grandfather. He left Cape May, New Jersey to farm in New London, Iowa, and started a new life. For 6 generations, the Hand line lived in Cape May, New Jersey. There's even a street called Hand Avenue in Cape May. And it's funny because he was born in a lighthouse, and here I'm born in a gas station, which is kind of ironic. Here's a find a grave thing for him. Show you this picture. It took a minute here to load, but he's my third great grandfather. So it's funny because my dad, well, this is where I was born at, and this is actual gas station picture. And it's funny, my dad was an artist in Burlington, and he built model paddle boats from scratch. I can remember him doing this when I was very young. The paddle boat that sits at the Burlington Senior Citizens Building downtown and Great River Medical Center in West Burlington, the cafeteria, my father built those two, plus a lot more. As I was digging into the Hand genealogy, I found something interesting. The Hands had a cousin. Her name was Phoebe Hand, and her son was a paddle boat and railroad tycoon. His name was Cornelius Vanderbilt. Some of his distant grandchildren are Anderson Cooper and his mother, Gloria Vanderbilt. I'll show you. Here's a little video.
Rest of the story. Cornelius was a farm boy, but all he ever really wanted to do was go away to sea. Growing up near the harbor, his imagination was sparked by the passing vessels, and he would identify each, the type of craft, even the owner's name. This amazed his family and his neighbors. They wondered why such a prodigious memory had not served Cornelius well in school. In fact, anything indoors just was not interesting. At 10, he was a formidable rock climber, a good bareback rider. He could row a boat, he could swim better than many twice his age, but he was no scholar. And so at 11, he quit school to help work the farm full-time. But his heart was out there beyond the harbor, running before the wind to some distant port of which he could only dream. What he could not then have dreamed is the rest of the story. Cornelius was 16 when he came to his mother and announced he was leaving the family farm. The rest ought not to have come as a surprise. He wanted to be a sailor. Mother Phoebe was aghast. She knew how dangerous a sailor's life was in those days, what with pirates raiding sailing ships and murdering their crews, and even foreign navies kidnapping merchant sailors and forcing them into their service. So Phoebe, thinking fast, made a deal with her son. She would lend him the money, she said, to buy his own vessel, a 2-masted sailing barge which he could convert into a ferry boat. All she asked in return was that the boy plow and harrow and plant 8 acres of untilled land for her. Well, he agreed, and he purchased his boat. And by the end of his first season as a ferry boat captain, he not only had repaid his mother her $1,000 loan, but had given her, for her generosity, another $1,000 in addition. His incredible success and brash self-confidence won him a nickname on the waterfront. They called him the Commodore. The other seamen called him the Commodore, and the nickname stuck for the rest of his life. For that solitary 2-masted sailing barge docked at Staten Island, New York, one day grew into a fleet of ships, and the sea-loving Dutch farm boy who made them sail became a transportation tycoon unrivaled in American history. First in shipping, then in railroads, and yet the Commodore, for all his commercial triumphs, despite his considerable impact on his nation's future, was compelled all through his life to rely on that phenomenal memory of his and on the rudimentary skills of people who could not even begin to comprehend his determination or his vision. Because even the most complex financial accounting, he was forced to calculate in his mind and to recall. Even the simplest business letter would have to be read to him by a secretary. What I'm saying is that the man who built one of the world's greatest fortunes on a $1,000 loan from his mother, the man who had dropped out of school at the age of 11, then and forever after, could only barely read or write. I know the history books tell you of the great financier Cornelius Vanderbilt, how he quit school to be a farmer. Well, that is so. But now you know the rest of the story.
Thanks for watching.
So his mother was Phoebe Hand, like I said. This is another cousin of ours, the Hands.
Hey, listen, we've been talking about holiday fashion all morning long. We have one category left. Accessories! But don't worry, we're talking all things trendy in jewelry this holiday season with the folks of Vanderbilt Jewelry.
A kiss may be grand, but it won't pay the rental on your humble flat.
Okay, I'm in heaven right now.
Right?
They say diamonds are a girl's best friend, but I'm thinking pearls go along with that too.
Well, and few of us can really afford the real deal, but here's the good news.
Yeah.
No one has to know that it's not real. Because it looks just like it. We're going to prove that to you in just a second. But first, we're going to introduce you to our very special guest. This is Consuelo Vanderbilt Costin.
And say that name again, Vander.
Yeah, you ever heard of it?
Yeah, I don't know.
Some people
gorgeous,
that
by the way.
did well back in the day. No. She is seventh generation of the actual Vanderbilt family. It's such a pleasure to have you here, and you really are, in a very fun way, paying homage to your family.
That's exactly right.
Yes.
I have to say, Cornelius started with $100 that he asked his mom, and he became the richest man in America. I'm sorry, that's like our American dream.
Yes, right.
So, I'm so proud. 2 days before my wedding, I inherited this beautiful turn-of-the-century, my great-grandmother, Consuelo Vanderbilt Earl's engagement ring.
Oh,
I mean, how amazing this.
Beautiful. How many kids?
So that's really interesting. Another cousin is Anderson Cooper. His mother is Gloria Vanderbilt. Trying to find a video here.
You know him from television, but Anderson Cooper is also an author, and his latest book is about his family, a family with a name once synonymous with the word wealth. He talks with our Mo Rocca about the rise and fall of the Vanderbilts.
So all this is just a small amount of stuff for my mom's storage needs.
For the past 15 years, CNN anchor and 60 Minutes correspondent Anderson Cooper has been sorting through his mother's treasures.
She was a completely different person then.
Cooper's mother was Gloria Vanderbilt,
My new stretch denim jeans.
known for her designer jeans, and as the so-called poor little rich girl at the center of an infamous Depression-era custody battle between her own mother, also named Gloria, and Aunt Gertrude Vanderbilt Whitney.
But that's Anderson Cooper. So I'm going to pull up. This is the lady that loaned Cornelius the $100 to make the Vanderbilts who they were. And this is my distant cousin here. That's her. She loaned her son his first $100. I hope you enjoyed my video. Thank you.